Right, so yeah, it's been a while since we've done a in the shed sort of DIY vid. Obviously been campaigning the other ute still. Anyway, but yeah, back to this finally. A couple of days where I was sick as a dog this week, but got a bit of leave, so hopefully get a bit of wiring done and just trimming as I'm going. But yeah, anyway, basically hiding body wiring under the guards. This will be fans, etc., coils, so that'll run up through the top to the engine, but Taylor Ray waffling way up there, but yeah, anyway, lights, harness, so yeah, I said rig nuts and hide it all up under there, but yeah, inside's a mess at the moment. There's a wiring running everywhere and wiring diagrams and shit, but yeah, anyway, hopefully the next couple of days we'll see a bit of change. Also, just you can see how tiny that soldering line is. But sell some of this if you ever repurposing old wiring. Yeah, sometimes you'll notice solder doesn't want to go into like into joins, and you have to put a heap of heat into it. That's not in focus for some reason, but yeah. Anyway, if you just heat it a tiny bit, you put a little bit of that Baker's soldering flux and fluid on there, I should say. Sometimes you can buy flux core wire. A lot of these ones, the automotive stuff isn't, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, if you basically anneal or tin wire, I think they're calling it. Yeah, basically just cleans any old crap off, and then yeah, the solder will sap straight into it. So, time for a bit of a clean up, brand new carpet that I've now melted sulphur and shit into. Anyway, yeah, so factory Holden harness repurposed. Basically ripped the park lights, high, low, indicator circuit. Yeah, so cut down the factory relay board, and yeah, used a just generic fuse board, and it's got a handy little earth sort of bus bar, I suppose. Aftermarket brake switch, although in the factory brake switch spot, but yeah, so got that direct mounted to the wheelwood base sort of master cylinder. But yeah, anyway, like I said, might have been easier to do a complete new harness, but in the end knew what the majority, well, like once anyone knows what the majority of it does, it's pretty easy. Obviously, purpose of relays is switching high current, so you don't run it through like a, what can we see, a small switch. You're going to burn the contacts out in the switch, and they're not designed to sort of, it's a headlight twist knob switch, but yeah, they're obviously not designed to like you can see the gauge of that wire compared to the gauge like supplying and or in and out of the relays, so like you said, a lot higher current. Stupidly, well, not stupidly, there's obviously a reason for it. Someone else can probably tell me why, but Holden do the park light circuit on a positive switched, and then go to earth switching on the high beam and low beam. But yeah, there's obviously a reason. I don't know why, but anyway, ended up not worrying about the hazard lights, so I just got to leave that out. So it's a headlight switch. But yeah, anyway, I said some manufacturers, that's the tail light loom, so obviously that plugs up to the plug just here as well. Anyway, so just, yeah, again, repurpose the factory plug. Yeah, I'll just tie that up eventually. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, like a factory manufacturer, obviously you build millions of cars, you know, short cutting on wire saves you $1 to a car. It obviously saves you a couple $1 million over a couple million cars. So yeah, anyway, but I can't work out why earth switched on the high and low circuits, because you've still got to run, like you can't run a common earth, and you've got to run like you've got a live basically power all the time to the high, well, you know, the common power supplies the high and low beam circuits. So anyway, but yeah, so next thing is the plug for the Haltech. I mean, interestingly enough, you say about manufacturers shortcutting things. So this is the plug for in the back of the UC10 dash, and they come with inputs, so indicators, higher beam. I can probably hook the ratchet shifter up to the park if I want. Obviously no park brake in this, but yeah, so intending on running the high beam and the 2 indicators and the park lights into that. So yeah, just find the 4 pins, so 24, 25, 17 and 22 or whatever it is, sorry, 23. So anyway, run those. But yeah, interestingly enough, as a lot of people learned with the IC7, there was a lot of stuff included in them from the start that no one even knew they did, and they keep rolling out cool little updates that, you know, obviously the IC7 does a hell of a lot more than when it first was released. So yeah, anyway, start pinning these out next. Looking forward to it. So another thing I suppose I learned over time with Haltech stuff, this isn't obviously their tool. You can buy their exact crimp tool on the website, and they give you like some de-pinning screwdrivers, etc. as well. But yeah, just make sure obviously your crimps are, I don't know if it's going to focus on that, but anyway, your crimps are really nice. So depending on what size wire you obviously run to, like if you're going to use other like aftermarket wire, but I'll just try and poke this in here and show you. Obviously the weather connected seals, but it should slide in there, no worries at all. Like I said, and then you just basically look through the plug there and you can see all those new pins like out flush, and then you just simply get your screwdriver and these 2 white tangs, you just poke them in. So bear with me for 2 seconds. Oops. So screwdriver, I say screwdriver, anyway, but you can see how easy that is. When they're in the right spot, if that doesn't want to push down, then it's usually not in far enough or whatever. But like I said, that's the park, the high beam and the left and right indicators pinned out. But anyway, like I said, you can see them in the right spots. You just follow your wiring diagram. Again, I just laminate mine so I know what I'm doing with it. But yeah, like I said, you get a row of these with your plugs usually when you buy something, and then yeah, and I'd use the old Haynes manual from Super Cheap. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you too. What was this? So while I was messing around hiding all the wiring up under here, if you can see that there, that black panel is this on the other side. So don't worry, just forgot to mirror it back the opposite way, so I'll paint that a decent with it. But stone guards, so obviously factory you get the plastic, but yeah, when you used to open doors at a country comp or whatever, you'd end up with a heap of stones and crap jammed down in there, so it was always a pain in the ass. So I vowed this time I'd fill them back in. So yeah, I'll just make another angle bracket up here for that to mount to, and yeah, obviously that's the inner guard bolt that's just contoured the same as the guard, and yeah, but oh yeah, that's what I was saying about hiding all the wiring. So I said to the headlights, looms on either side, but yeah, it's coming along slowly. So anyway, it's yeah, basically that's the plug up to the back of the dash with all my light signals done now. So, and bam. Don't have enough load on the indicators yet, but